You ever get tired of the AI declaring war on you just randomly out of nowhere when you're fighting a big war against someone and your whole flank is exposed to some AI all of a sudden? Well, today we're gonna deal with that, and we're gonna have a few tips and tricks on how to improve your popularity with the AI. So, I'm gonna have this map as an example. I'm playing in Syria, and it's going decently so far. We're on day 7, I think. There we go. Day 7. Conquered most of the land towards my west and heading into Africa as well. But in this case, that doesn't really matter. What matters is my popularity. 71%, and that's pretty high for, a day 7 start. It's pretty high. And I'm at war with 3 people. Greece still has an island here, fighting Egypt. And the other one was Pakistan, who's over here, who just needed to have some bombs on his head. But okay, popularity then. What can you do? What do? I look at points at the start of the game. So now there's people with 0 points because they've been defeated. But the 10 point nations, not Germany and these ones, but the ones you can't play, who are always gonna be AI, I set my relationship to either intelligence sharing or map sharing. Why? This improves your popularity amongst the AI, and if you do this with all the countries who only have 10 points or 20 points in some cases, just depends on your map as well, you gain popularity. So that's a good thing. So how do you avoid losing popularity so quickly? Well, normally people would, in this case, if I just directly attack this guy with a bombing strike, all of a sudden he would get pissed, of course. The AI would get pissed as well. In this case, this one is a player. But the AI would see that and think, well, he doesn't really go to war with a warning. He doesn't declare war diplomatically. So in that case, they're gonna be mad, and your popularity is gonna decrease massively. Eventually, once you've done that like 3 or 4 times, the AI is gonna declare war on you. And that's why you have all those cases where they randomly declare war and you're like, what the fuck is this? In this case, you can see right of way, right of way, right of way, and there's probably, there we go, a few more countries who I've had some right of way with. Why is that? Because I don't declare war randomly. Here we go. It takes 24 hours for you to put a trade embargo in, and then you can declare war. And you declare war like this. So here we go. Let's just fuck him up. Patrol, bomb him, take his country. Why not? So bomb some more. Yeah, why not? Take his little island. What more kind of things help? Well, there's a few more things that could help you increase your popularity. So, as you can see, I declare war on Italy. My popularity has gone down, but not by much. The thing I do after day 4, players are gonna start being inactive. Their player status comes into towards the status of being an AI. So in that case, I give them shared maps most of the times. But do be careful when you do that, because when you do that, there is a chance the player might return, and he has all of your intelligence at that point. So be careful that you set them towards map sharing, but be careful they don't come back and whatever they do with your map intelligence could be quite harmful. So the second step, don't skip the diplomacy part, declare war via the diplomacy part, and you have less of a penalty. I think if you attack someone without declaring war, it's a 25% penalty, and that's huge. Declaring war towards unpopular nations that AI already have war with. So, for example, my friend here is a warmonger, and he just attacks every single time, and people get pissed at him. If I declare war on him, those AI that are pissed at him are gonna like me more. So those are the 4 main things that you have to keep an eye on. And we're gonna look at the actions you can do. You can also do trading, by the way. If you sell stuff, buy stuff, that's gonna help it as well. But I never really do that. But you could, it's an option. Decreasing your popularity. Well, that's, not what you want, at least. I wouldn't want that. It's whatever you want. Having peace or better relations with their enemy. So, for example, the warmonger part, this guy is just, fucking stuff up in Asia, then yeah. Of course, nobody's gonna like him, and I like him. I've shared maps with him. It's all good. They're gonna be pissed at me for that. Because I support a warmongering country. Bad diplomatic relationships, those hurt, having a lot of war with their friends, that's gonna hurt them. Yeah, well, the starting new wars is also a thing, without declaring them, so just randomly striking a country with no further trade embargo, no further warning, just striking and taking it. That's also a thing that hurts. Producing a lot of troops or being already unpopular also decreases your popularity. So, for example, people hate me, I have 300 units, not in this map, but they're gonna think like, oh, he's still building his army up, he's probably gonna go to war again, so they don't like it. And having troops in their country without right of way, that's something they don't like, but that rarely happens because you can't really pass through countries. That, only if you have an uprising of a province or something. In those kind of situations, you will most likely get that, but I don't really see it happen often, at least not with me. And I think the final thing is spies. I have 5 spies in Rome. If they get caught, they're not gonna like it, and they'll basically decrease popularity. So there's quite a lot of factors in this one. But yeah, now you know a few more things on how to deal with those factors. And this should help you, not being warmongered. As you can see, I can have right of way. This has advantages as well. If I pass through Romania, and for example, Poland was a player, he's now inactive, I could strike him with a surprise, Wouldn't be a massive surprise. If I come through a country, which is just AI. So yeah, in this example, the war on Italy, I already had 24 hours of a trade embargo on him. And now we're taking his country. So that's about it, I think, for the popularity scenes. Just be careful on when you want to declare war on people and how you do it. So yeah, that's the advice I'll give you. Hopefully you'll manage and you have less frequent wars without being prepared, basically, which should help you in the long run of your game. So yeah, that's it. That concludes this video for now, and yeah, see you next time, I guess.